What is going on, guys? Mobile Carrier News here. And here's some news to people who live in New York City. They are sending hundreds, I want to say thousands, but it doesn't say thousands here, just speculation. Hundreds of employees to a new tower to be worked on in Lower East Side of New York City. That means you're going to have more connections to be worked on and better signal. Now, I've actually looked at the coverage in New York City, and of course, their headquarters is in New York City. I think their CEO mainly resigns, I think, in New Jersey or something like that. I forget where it's somewhere. But their headquarters is in New York City. And their coverage is insane. I'm not going to lie. New York City coverage for Verizon Wireless is far better than California. I almost wish their headquarters was here in California so they can, so there can be more coverage expansion. But, of course, California, I guess they prefer New York better. I don't know why. Maybe it's a tax advantage. I know both states are currently expensive off the roof. I'm currently living still in California. I'm trying to move maybe different, somewhere else cheaper. But Verizon employees are being sent there to work on a new tower. And I know it says one new tower, but I'm pretty sure it's more than one towers, guys, because they're working on multiple towers a day. I mean, they can't be improving not just the one tower. But according to this news article, I guess they're working on that one specific tower to be worked on in the Lower East Side of New York City. So even if that Lower East Side of New York City, if that area is fully covered, they're still going to expand the coverage to reach even more capacity and more places than how much coverage it currently has. Right now, New York City has crazy amounts of coverage. Their coverage in New York is insane. I literally looked it up off the map. They have full coverage, almost full coverage of LTE, of nationwide 5G, and ultra wideband. I'm pretty sure they have ultra wideband over there. And the fact that they're still sending more like hundreds of employees to work on that one tower, New York is a gold station for basically getting the best connection. Yes, you will still get deprioritized regardless. Unfortunately, Verizon still has that deprioritization threshold. But even if you go over your data limit, if you're connected to ultra wideband, especially if you live in especially if you live in Brooklyn or Manhattan, even if you live in just the state of New York City alone, you're still gonna have unlimited data with ultra wideband. That's what I'm gonna say. And honestly, I like how Verizon did that. I like how ultra wideband handles more capacity. You could have 200 people using ultra wideband and it just won't slow down. Ultra wideband is pretty good for what it's used for. Their 5G nationwide coverage is, of course, it still needs to be worked on, but I like how their ultra wideband holds up. It can handle better capacity, lower latency. It can download anything much faster. It can download Netflix in about, I don't know. I've never been close to an ultra wideband before. Maybe I don't know, maybe like 10 seconds, I'm gonna guess. But this is good news for people who live in New York City. If you guys know anybody who lives in New York City, share this video with them and tell them this is good news, because I like what Verizon is doing with this. Of course, Verizon is focusing on all the states, not just mainly on New York City. This is just a news headline on what they're doing with their business model, and I'm glad they're sending more employees to work on that tower. I wish they could focus more on California too, but I guess they have their own set of rules and schedules to improve on the towers. So I like how Verizon is doing that. What do you guys think about this? And to anybody living in New York City, what are your thoughts on this? I don't know who lives on the Lower East Side of New York City. You guys can tell me how your connection is. Share this with people, or share this with anybody that lives in New York City. If you know 10, 20 people, share it with them. Just give them the good news that they're moving hundreds of Verizon employees to work on that one tower. And of course, they're not going to be working on just that one tower. They're going to be working on multiple towers. But I guess that one tower on the Lower East Side needs attention. Either it's a new tower or it's not handling as much capacity as it needs to be. But let me know what you guys think about this. I'm actually excited about this one, even though I don't live in New York City personally. I wish I did, But hopefully next year I plan to visit New York City. I know New York City is nice. I know they're very restricted right now, but I'm pretty set with all that. But let me know what you guys think about this. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.